You know that moment in a K-drama when you've mentally prepared for a bittersweet ending? Like you're ready to ugly cry, tissues in hand, fully expecting heartbreak, and then, out of nowhere, they slap the couple back together with 2 minutes left on the clock. Seriously? You had 16 episodes to figure this out, and you wait until the literal last scene? I'm sitting there thinking, oh cool, I guess everything's magically fine now? And before I can even process it, credits. Why do K-dramas love pulling this stunt? Today, we're breaking down the infamous last-minute reunion trope, why it drives me insane and how it could be done better. And trust me, if you've ever yelled at your screen like I have, this one's for you. Here's how the last-minute reunion trope usually goes. The couple breaks up over some massive, unnecessary drama. Like one of them moves to a different country, or there's a totally avoidable misunderstanding. Then we spend the next 8 episodes wallowing in sadness. Cue the longing stares, awkward run-ins, and lots of dramatic sunset shots. You're thinking, okay, I get it, they're miserable, what's the plan here? And then, in the final 2 minutes, they bump into each other at an airport, or someone shows up at the other's doorstep. There's a meaningful stare, maybe a dramatic hug, and suddenly, everything is fine. It's like the writers went, oh wait, this is a romance, better throw in that happy ending real quick. And I'm just sitting there thinking, wait, that's it? And honestly, one of the worst offenders for me? Something in the Rain. I was invested, okay? I sat through the evil mother trope, which deserves its own video. But I powered through because I was rooting for that couple. And what do they give me? A reunion with literal seconds left on the clock. Are you kidding me? After all the suffering I endured with these characters, that's my reward? No proper resolution, no meaningful conversation, just boom, back together, roll credits. It felt like a slap in the face. And honestly, this trope shows up way more often than it should. So why does this trope drive us crazy? Because it's not just about the timing, it's a storytelling issue. First, there's the emotional disconnect. We've invested in these characters' journeys, cried with them, and maybe even debated their choices online. So when the reunion is crammed into 2 minutes, we're robbed of that emotional payoff. We deserve to see how they work things out. What changed? What was said? Instead, it's just poof. Love conquers all. Then there's the pacing, or lack of it. We spend countless episodes watching them pine for each other, and then out of nowhere, the writers slam the gas pedal and rush the reconciliation. It's jarring and frankly, lazy. And don't get me started on the missed character growth. These people go through heartbreak, misunderstandings, and trauma. We need to see how they heal and rebuild trust. But these dramas love to skip that part. It makes the whole journey feel pointless. But not all dramas are guilty of this. Some actually get it right with thoughtful, well-earned reconciliations. Take Because This Is My First Life. The couple goes through real issues, but the writers let them work things out on screen. We see their relationship grows stronger because of it. It's realistic, heartfelt, and leaves you feeling fulfilled. Reply 1988 is another great example. We see the characters' emotional journeys and how their relationships naturally mature. That makes the payoff hit so much harder because it feels earned. When writers take the time to show couples working through their problems, the happy ending is so much sweeter. And honestly, isn't that what we watch these dramas for in the first place? So how can writers do better? There are plenty of ways to handle breakups and reconciliations without cramming it all into the last scene. First, let the couple reconnect before the finale. Give us a few episodes to watch them work through their issues, have honest conversations, and rebuild trust. That's way more satisfying than a rushed airport reunion. Second, show us growth. Let the characters learn something from their time apart, whether it's overcoming insecurity or understanding the importance of communication. When we see that growth, the reunion feels meaningful. And sometimes, it's okay for a couple not to get back together. Controversial, I know, but if it makes more sense for their story and character development, then leave it that way. At least it won't feel forced. A perfect example of this is Nevertheless. Look, I'm a huge fan of happy endings too. I live for those moments when the couple finally gets it right and ends up together. But only when it makes sense. With Nevertheless, the main couple was just a train wreck. Watching their relationship was like witnessing a car crash in slow motion. You can't look away, but you know it's a disaster. And I remember thinking, okay, yeah, they're clearly not ending up together, and that's fine. I might love happy endings, but in this case, them staying apart would be the happy ending. But nope. In the last minute, for some unexplained reason, They get back together. No real resolution, no growth, just together again. And I'm sitting there thinking, wait, what? Did I miss something? So what do you think? Have you ever watched a drama where the couple got back together at the last second, and it drove you crazy? Or are you actually a fan of this trope? Let me know in the comments. I genuinely want to hear your thoughts.